Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Living in Colorado, the podcast that brings you all sorts of insights, tips, and discussions about what life's really like here in the Centennial State. I'm your host, Mike Nelson, and today we're diving into a topic that I know is on a lot of people's minds: affordability. Colorado, they say, is where the beer flows like wine, but how much does that wine-like beer cost? And what about housing, groceries, getting from A to B? It's no secret that the cost of living can make or break the deal when it comes to picking your home base. So, get comfy as we trek across the state, from the peaks of Aspen to the plains of Greeley, in this episode titled The Affordability Index. Picture this. You're sipping your morning Joe, looking out at that Rocky Mountain vista, right? Sounds lovely. But first, you've got to make sure you can afford the views and the coffee. Now, the cost of living in Colorado is varied. We've got booming tech hubs and sleepy mountain towns. But here's a rundown. In Colorado, housing remains one of the most significant expenses for residents. Current data indicates that the state's median home value eclipses the national average, presenting a substantial financial consideration for potential homebuyers. Urban centers such as Denver and Boulder, along with picturesque resort destinations such as Breckenridge and Aspen, represent the higher spectrum of the market. These areas are synonymous with luxury and exclusivity, which is reflected in their premium real estate prices. Conversely, those seeking more affordable living options might turn their gaze towards cities like Pueblo, Cañon City, and Grand Junction. These locales offer a reprieve from the financial strain experienced in Colorado's more affluent areas, without compromising the state's renowned lifestyle quality. When it comes to food, Colorado's grocery prices slightly surpass the national trend, yet the increase is modest. For the budget-conscious, this means that with thoughtful planning, the impact on one's finances can be mitigated, preserving the joy of home-cooked meals without substantial economic burden. However, for those who prefer dining out, be prepared for a different fiscal dynamic. Gastronomic hubs like Denver and Boulder boast a rich dining scene that caters to a variety of palates. But such culinary adventures come at a price, with restaurant prices in the city is reflecting their status as foodie destinations. In these locales, a single entree can make a noticeable dent in your monthly budget, emphasizing the need for discretionary spending. Within the urban sprawl of Denver and the streamlined expanses of Colorado Springs, residents may find solace in the availability of public transportation. The integration of light rail and bus systems in these cities provides a viable alternative to personal vehicle ownership, offering cost-effective and eco-friendly options for commuters. Outside of these well-connected hubs, however, the story changes. The geographic spread and rural nature of much of Colorado necessitate the ownership of a personal vehicle. Prospective residents should bear in mind that, while fuel prices don't top the charts, the state's rugged terrain and the allure of mountain adventures can lead to increased gas consumption. Owning a car in such areas is not just a luxury, but a requirement for everyday life and accessing the full breadth of what Colorado has to offer. All right, listeners, let's flip the coin and take a peek at those places in Colorado where your paycheck stretches like a yoga guru. Just south of Colorado Springs lies the town of Fountain, offering a suburban atmosphere coupled with housing costs that won't leave you breathless. This affordable alternative to bustling city life provides a desirable balance for those seeking comfort without breaking the bank. Another noteworthy option for the budget-conscious is the city of Pueblo. Pueblo boasts a vibrant cultural scene and lower housing costs, earning it accolades for its respect towards personal finances. This thriving city represents the perfect blend of quality of life and cost-effectiveness. Greeley, Colorado's agricultural heartland, presents an attractive option for families in search of affordability and space. Greeley's reasonable living costs and wide-open expanse make it an ideal destination for those looking to escape the financial constraints of other, more densely populated areas. On the other end of the spectrum, we have destinations such as Aspen and Telluride, where the well-heeled reside and revel. Housing in these areas resembles an art auction more than a traditional real estate market, with premium properties fetching astronomical prices, befitting their sumptuous allure. But, as one would expect, such extravagance comes at a cost. The breathtaking postcard-perfect surroundings and unparalleled luxury amenities serve to justify the extravagant investments these locations demand. Then there's Boulder, the eclectic, the educated, the active. Such a combo tends to drive prices up. Think of it as the organic, non-GMO cherry on top of the costly sundae that is Boulder's housing market. Denver, our beloved mile-high city, is somewhere in between. It's not as outlandish as Aspen, but it's not exactly singing Kumbaya with your savings. So there you have it, Coloradans and Colorado-curious folks. Whether you're about that big city life or you're looking for a tranquil spot where your dollars stretch out and relax, Colorado's got a place with your name on it. Just remember, wherever you land, the key is balancing what you love with what you can afford. There's no denying, living with mountain views, endless outdoor activities, and a vibrant culture has its price tag. But with a little bit of budgeting savvy, who says you can't have your cake and eat it too? Don't forget to check out our website for a detailed breakdown of the cost of living in specific Colorado areas. We've got charts, graphs, and all sorts of numbers for you, data lovers. And hey, if you've enjoyed this virtual tour of affordability in our great state, do me a favor. Hit subscribe, leave a review, and share this with a friend who's weighing the prospect of life here among the peaks and plains. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Mike Nelson, and this has been Affordability Index on living in Colorado. If you're looking to buy a home in Colorado, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at 720-999-6818 or mikenelson@gmail.com. Until then, live life luxuriously and embrace the beauty that Colorado has to offer. I am Mike Nelson, and see you on our next podcast episode.